plant-based cooking movement has been on the rise, especially as more people have experimented with new dishes and took to cooking more, especially in this past year. So today we're bringing in plant star Amelia Ramp, who's encouraging us all to eat more plants. Amelia, I'm so excited to have you on the show. Welcome.
Hi, Aubrey. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to share this dish with you.
All right, so you want everyone to eat more plants, and you're saying this has become a real trend in this past year.
Yes, we're seeing that our readers are searching for more plant-based recipes, vegetarian recipes, more vegetables in their diet. And we created this special digital issue with Follow Your Heart with three plant stars that are known for writing great vegetarian recipes. And yeah, so we created this with our readers in mind because this is what they're searching for.
And why do you think people have become so interested and really taken up this practice and lifestyle of eating plant-based and using plant-based recipes?
Well, I think every individual is different, but I think ultimately we're all just looking for ways to eat healthier, feel better, especially in the wake of a pandemic. Like we should be like nourishing our bodies and giving it its best, you know, best meal to give us all the energy we need to get through our day, you know?
Absolutely, you got to treat your body right. So I see you have like a head of
Exactly.
broccoli over there, just hanging out with you, making its
Yes,
appearance on TV today. So you're going to make
yes,
a plant-based dish for us today. You're going to demo something.
yes. This is a recipe I created. It's a farro and broccoli salad. And I'm just going to walk you through a few steps before we start talking about the star, which is the broccoli. What I love about this recipe is that it's low waste in addition to plant-based, because we are going to also use an often underloved and often thrown out part of the broccoli, which is
Okay.
the stalk. But first, we are going to talk about this dressing. I did a quick pickled shallot dressing, which just means I minced some shallots. I marinated it in some white wine vinegar with some Dijon, some olive oil, and we made this dressing that's going to go over our salad. And I'll walk you through the components, which are, in addition to the broccoli, there is farro, there's smoked almonds, there's aged cheddar, but you can use sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, honestly, whatever cheese you like. And to balance out all these yummy savory flavors, we have some dried cranberries and some golden raisins. And now to the star of our show, the broccoli. What I did here is I started with 2 pounds of broccoli. This salad is made to make in a big batch and then eat at your desk lunch or send it off for back to school. It's about 2 pounds, so that'll make about 12 or 13 cups of a salad, which is a substantial amount for meal prep. And what I do is we just lob off the crown, and then we thin slice the florets until they're like small bite-sized pieces. And then instead of throwing out the stalk, we are going to kind of trim off these little knobby parts and get to the center flesh of this broccoli stem. And the broccoli will guide you. If you cut off the bottom of the stem of broccoli, you'll see a nice, tender, pale flesh in the center. This is actually the best tasting part of the broccoli. And what we need to do is shave around this fibrous edge and remove that. That's literally the only waste we'll have out of the broccoli. And what will be revealed is the delicious, tender, sweet broccoli.
All right. Well, I'm going to take your
And
word for that, Amelia, because you make it sound so appetizing. And I do admit, I do just usually go for the crowns.
Yeah, and that's it. It's like, imagine how many edible, delicious broccoli stems are getting thrown out. And so what I do is I just trim this edge off, and you'll see how it goes from fibrous to smooth. And that's how you know you've reached the center.
Awesome. So
And
we're going to put that
once,
all together, and that is going to be a delicious
yes.
salad. And when we eat that salad, we're eating more plants. Amelia, we are out of time, but I want to thank you for stopping by and showing that to us. I'm going to take more care with my broccoli in the future. If you want more of their plant-based recipes, you can visit thekitchen.com.